A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a bold response to President-elect Donald Trump's recent threats to impose a 25% tariff on goods imported from Mexico, newly elected President Claudia Sheinbaum held a press conference on Tuesday, making it clear that Mexico will not back down without a fight. Sheinbaum stated that if Trump follows through with his tariff plans, Mexico will retaliate with its own tax penalties. She emphasized the importance of cooperation over threats, stating, "President Trump, it isn't with threats or tariffs that we resolve the migratory phenomenon or the abuse of drugs in the United States. What's needed to confront these great challenges is cooperation and understanding." The tension between the two nations escalated when Trump announced on Truth Social that he would sign an executive order imposing tariffs on January 20th, claiming that these tariffs would remain until the flow of illegal drugs and migrants from Mexico ceases. He stated, "Both Mexico and Canada have the absolute right and power to easily solve this long-simmering problem. We hereby demand that they use this power, and until such time that they do, it is time for them to pay a very big price." Incoming Vice President J.D. Vance echoed Trump's sentiments, stating on social media that it is crucial for neighboring countries to prevent illegal substances from entering the U.S. and warned that failure to do so would result in financial consequences. Sheinbaum, however, countered Trump's narrative by highlighting the role of the United States in the drug trafficking crisis. She pointed out that a staggering 70% of illegal weapons seized in Mexico originate from the U.S., stating, "We do not produce these weapons, nor do we consume synthetic drugs. Tragically, it is in our country that lives are lost to the violence resulting from meeting the drug demand in yours." She referenced Mexico's efforts to combat drug trafficking, noting that the country has seized tons of drugs and detained thousands of individuals involved in violence. The stakes are high, as Sheinbaum warned that tariffs could lead to a broader trade war, adversely affecting both economies. She mentioned the potential impact on major multinational corporations like General Motors, Stellantis, and Ford, which have significant operations in Mexico. "Why endanger them with tariffs that would harm both nations?" she questioned. Trade between the U.S. and Mexico is heavily interlinked, with Mexico exporting around 80% of its goods to the U.S. In 2022, nearly 16% of American exports were directed to Mexico, demonstrating the mutual dependence of the two economies. In her remarks, Sheinbaum also advocated for a shift in U.S. policy towards addressing the root causes of migration. She proposed that reallocating even a fraction of the U.S. military budget towards peace-building and development efforts could tackle the underlying issues driving migration. As both nations brace for possible economic repercussions, Sheinbaum's administration is calling for dialogue and negotiation rather than confrontation. The Mexican president's firm stance reflects a commitment to protecting her country's interests while seeking a collaborative approach to complex issues like immigration and drug trafficking. The situation remains fluid as the incoming Trump administration prepares to take office, and both sides will need to navigate these turbulent waters carefully to avoid an all-out trade war. The world watches closely as the political landscape shifts and the implications of these proposed tariffs unfold. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.